Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick update, both on dog stuff and on me stuff. I've decided I'm going to focus a little bit more on my health on this channel as well, since that ties into what the dog's going to be doing now. I'm having kind of a tough morning. I'm just really tired right now, and I don't really have a lot of energy. I do have stuff I want to do, but I'm like just really tired right now. So I just kind of wait this out and see where it goes. But that's the fibromyalgia, and might also be my spasticity medication as well. But I think those two things on top of one another are probably not helping. So go with that where it goes. And I figure with the dog, the question is now, okay, when is this all going to line up? When am I actually going to have the dog? Providing I pass all their inspections and their board clears me to have a dog. So that's the big if. Because if that doesn't go through, I'll have to come up with a plan B, which is on my to-do list. But again, if this doesn't work. But anyway, so I essentially, with the timing, I have to get matched with the dog. They have to come do the interview. I have to wait until they clear me. Then I start training. That takes 6 to 8 months. They do the final home check, and then the dog is placed at the house. That could take like 1.5 years. And my mom's saying, oh, if they have the dog placed in the spring, that would be next spring, not this coming spring, then it'll be perfect. Well, I can't really control any of that, so I mean, again, that's up in the air. So, I mean, ideally that'll be perfect, because I don't want to be getting this dog settled and getting me settled in the middle of the winter. I've already done that with the dog, and it's a pain in the butt. I think this dog's going to be a little bit more flexible, because it's used to being moved around and all that, and it's going to be a little bit more accommodating. It's still going to be a dog, but it's not going to be as hard to settle as my Corgi was. So, I mean, I got a lot I have to figure out as far as the timing. But that's all on PGI, because I can't really control their schedule for when they get a dog for me and when they start putting me through the program. So, and I think if my mom had her way, she would probably like get her a dog and put her through the program next fall, so she's not trying to put this dog, get this dog settled when it's 20-30 degrees, and make this convenient for me. So it's not going to be that easy. I know that. So, and this is going to fall down in about 2 seconds if I don't adjust it. So, anyway, I mean, that's kind of where things are right now. I'm hoping they contact me like within the next month sometime, before I hit the 2-year mark with being on their waiting list. I don't know if I have just a long laundry list of stuff that I need for a dog and they just haven't found a dog that can do all those things. I mean, that's a big deal because they have to have a dog that has the right temperament and can do all those things. They're getting new dogs in all the time, so I'm not really worried about that, but they do have to wait for the puppies to grow up. And they grow very fast, so we'll see how that goes. I just hope I have some news before the summer. And I just am at a point now where I'm like, come on, find me a dog. And I'm not just saying that because I want a dog. My motivation for doing this has changed because of the fibromyalgia, and I need, every time I'm moving around, every time I'm stiff in the morning, I wish I had the dog to use for counterbalance or lean on a little bit, because if I thought my balance was bad enough, kind of iffy with cerebral palsy, it's worse with the fibromyalgia, and if my spasticity is going haywire on top of that, I'm like, forget it. So I really need this dog right now, and I really wish I could tell them I'm kind of at the end of my rope here. I know they can't just boom have a dog for me, but I just really need this right now. If anything, it's a big prayer, because I'm like, I am at the end of my rope right now, particularly on a day like this. I need this dog sooner rather than later, and I'd like to get the ball rolling so I can have the dog before next winter. So I can get this dog settled while the weather's still warm. Of course, I'm recording this on a day where we're in the middle of a wind chill advisory, and we're in a wind chill advisory till tomorrow. So I'm hoping by the fall at the very latest, I have stuff going. And as those things come, you will know about them. And I'm still trying to figure out how I will actually vlog when I am training this dog. If anything, I will have someone follow me around with my phone. I will give my phone to one of the trainers when it is not being used to train the dog and say, vlog this. I'll edit it. I'll censor what needs to be censored, because I have to figure out how to do that with very cheap editing software. But that's a vlogging thing, and anybody that vlogs knows when you're running around in public, you sometimes have to censor stuff, because not everybody wants to be on the internet. But I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But I really want to be able to film my training sessions, not just my personal training sessions that I would do at home, which is going to be almost a year down the road. But I want to be able to film some of my training with this dog in class. Probably won't film all of it, but I'm essentially, when I'm doing public access runs and my 25 hours I have to do with this dog as a handler, if I get that far, I'm hoping no snacks, that I go straight through their process without them booting me out of the program. And I'll say that a lot, because I need this more than want it now, if that makes sense. Before, I kind of wanted a dog because I thought it would be convenient and things would be easier. Now this kind of turned into a necessity because I'm having trouble getting around, and I need a dog that can do counterbalance how I need counterbalance. I can't stand up and lean on the dog. I kind of need to be able to put my shoulder on the dog for balance, and put my body kind of like this and lean on the dog a little bit, but not put too much weight, because when you're telling a service dog to brace, you can only put 50% of your weight on them. I mean, even a dog like a Saint Bernard or a Mastiff or what's the other breed I'm thinking of? A Great Dane, for example. For the life of me, I can't think of the other big breed that I sometimes see. You can only put 50% of your weight on them. And if that, 50% of your weight max. And me, when I have to lean on something, I have to put quite a bit of my weight. Quite a bit of my weight on whatever I'm leaning on. So I have to figure out how to have them train this dog for brace work if I lose my balance or something of that nature. And between my spasticity flaring, which is sporadic, and the fibromyalgia and being in pain and randomly losing my balance because I don't have enough strength to hold myself up, either because I'm tired or in pain, I need this dog to be able to do brace work for me. My other snag in this, and I will mention this to the trainers, is I need this dog to do what they call a block, which is buffer for, usually it's crowds. Usually they use this in psychiatric service dogs for people that have PTSD. That for people with PTSD, if they don't want people close to them. And I kind of want it for that, but not so much for psychological reasons, but more to keep people out of my way so I can get through a large crowd of people, which is going to aggravate my anxiety anyway, and my claustrophobia and stuff. Anyway, so if the dog is blocking for me and making people get out of the way, of course that may backfire on me and people may want to touch the dog all the time. But I need the dog to block for me so I can get through a crowd without being blocked in. And this even happens to me at church sometimes if it's super crazy crowded. Which, if we have a lot of people there during the holidays, or I go to a very big church, so during the holidays or something like that, I need to be able to get through the crowd. So that's something that's very specific that I need them to teach this dog to do. But not all service dogs have the aptitude to do 6 different types of work. So we'll see. Again, a lot of this is going to depend on when I can talk to the trainers, which is hopefully sooner rather than later. And that's pretty much it for now. I felt like this was one of the vlogs that I really needed to do because I had something on my mind. I had something I had to say. And so I'm saying what I need to say, and that's going to be the vlog probably for next week. I'm probably not going to put this up today just because I have It's my dad's birthday this weekend, so I'm gonna be running around from like pretty much as soon as the weather breaks. I'm gonna be busy on Friday, Saturday, maybe not Sunday, but this will definitely go up next week. So until then, this is Service Dog Diaries signing off.